Hey there YouTube world, Matt Schwartz, Welding Geek here. And on this episode of the Welding Geek, I'm going to be making this right here. I'm showing you how I went about making the mines, or thermal detonators, or whatever they're called from the Mandalorian. So if you want to see how I went about machining this, stay tuned to the video. Alright, I'm going to start off here with some 2-inch half-wall aluminum tubing. And this is going to be the center section of the detonator. I'm making it out of 2 pieces. The other piece will be about 2 1/4 quarter wall. And I'm going to press fit this piece inside that other piece. So this is the center section of the detonator. I'm just going to go ahead and get it dimensionally turned out and smoothed out here on the lathe. The section I'm turning here is the very top of it, and it has 2 radiuses on it. So I'm actually going to use this file here, since I don't have the capability to turn a radius on this lathe, and just file the radius into the very top and then smooth it out with some sandpaper and some Scotch-Brite. Now that I have this thing turned, I'm going to go part it off in the cold cut saw and come back here and square up the back edge. And the center section is done. Looking pretty good so far. Alright, this is the 2-inch quarter wall that I'm going to be turning just the ring out of. I'm going to press fit that center section onto this ring to give it the look of the detonator that I need. Alright, so I'm just taking the cleanup pass on this, and then I'm going to go ahead and get it parted off, and then I will clean up each face of the ring, and then I'll put a chamfer on each side of the ring. Alright, that's it for my lower ring. Now I'm going to take it over to the Arbor Press and press fit these 2 pieces together. And now you can see the shape of the detonator that I'm going for here. Next up, I have a 1-inch piece of acrylic rod in red. I'm going to go ahead and just part off a little piece here. I'm going to go ahead and then smooth out the ends and then hit it with a torch so it makes it nice and smooth. And I'm also going to hit it on the back side with the torch so it kind of swells out and kind of sticks inside of my detonator. Now this is a little flashing light I found on Amazon. It's something you put on your door but it works perfectly for what I'm trying to do. Even though it only has 3 lights, I think the one in the show has 4. I think this is going to work awesome for what I'm trying to do. And it's just the switch is with a magnet. And I will link these in the description if you're interested in getting a set. Alright, now it's time for a little tedious work. I'm going to go ahead and put the little ridges on the lower ring here. And I'm just going to do these with the bandsaw and then measure over with the calipers and put in the next one, and then measure with the calipers and put in the next one. So that's what I'm going to do here. You can see here the look that we're going for. A ridge every about 1/4 inch or so. Alright, next up I gotta get this little flashing light mounted into my detonator. And I'm gonna do that. I have this steel ring here, so it'll stick. I can stick with a magnet, and I put a couple 1/8 inch holes in it with my little hole punch, and then I countersunk it with my little countersinking tool here. And then the little flare that it puts in, I dress it off the back side so I can use a countersunk rivet, pop rivet, so it's nice and flush when I mount this thing. And I apologize for the gum chewing. I'm as annoyed with it as you probably are watching me chomp on gum this whole time. So I'm just going to take an 1/8 inch drill bit and drill in far enough for the rivet to seat correctly so it's not bulging out at all. That is it. We have a finished detonator. I'm really excited how these came out. When you pull this little switch off the back, the little magnet off the back, it has a bunch of different styles of flashing, as you can see, and then it will just turn off. So it's a pretty cool little piece, a fun piece to have on the costume for sure. And alright, that is the thermal detonator video. Pretty cool. I'm really happy with how this came out. Actually, the one in the video is this one right here. You can see the difference. Get this one flashing too. Although that this is a little wider than this. Just made the proportions just slightly different, but it's the same process. And I made all 3 of them on here, and I made this able to just magnetically attached to my belt. So those little lights are pretty cool. I'm going to take it off, and it's already going off. Anyway, that was a fun build. I'm really happy with how this setup came out. I hope that video is informative for you guys out there wanting to make a flashing set of detonators for yourself. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. I've got a whole bunch of videos like this. I'm building the whole entire Mandalorian costume and other stuff. So if you want to hit up that backlog and check out those videos, please do. I'll have some more videos after this. Watch them too. It'll help my channel out. If you want to help my channel out in different ways, I have a Patreon account, which I have all the templates for most of my builds on there. Revan, Mandalorian, the Armorer's Helmet, generic Mandalorian armor, also of the sword, the Buster Sword. And I will have, this is not really a template, But I suppose I could draw up a dimensional template. Maybe I'll do that this week. Anyway, yeah, what else do I got coming up? I'm working on Bo-Katan's helmet right now. Another big helmet build. As soon as I saw that, I just had to start building it. So you can look forward to that build here coming soon. And I'm hoping to build her most of her hard parts. Not just, I don't know if I'm gonna do the jetpack or not, because I feel like I need to make the Mandalorians jetpack before I make hers. And I'm in process of getting stuff worked out on that. Hopefully, I don't know when that will be done. I'm working on the rifle too. That will be part of my giveaway on the giveaway tier of my Mandalorian Patreon thing. So after Bo-Katan's helmet, I'll probably try to work that rifle in there to get it done. Yeah, that rifle is quite the build, so be patient with me on getting that loaded up on here, because it is probably one of the biggest builds I've done. It doesn't look like it, but it's a very complex piece, so I'm working on that. So yeah, what else? I don't know. My name's Matt Schwartz. I'm the Welding Geek, and thanks for watching, guys.